Hello, beautiful humans. Just got back from a magnificent walk and I thought I would get on and share a little reel. Um, it feels like what I'm hearing is complete and total planetary breakthrough. And now that we're completely in the new, I just the sound and the words have been like, okay, where do we go from here? So if that makes sense, or if you're feeling it, and if you're like, wow, I kind of want to stick around, I would love to have you. I'm Jennifer Renee. This is Withinbyjen, and I deliver planetary ascension transmissions for the collective. Sometimes there is a specific emotion that we focus on. Other times it's a little bigger and broader, and I just deliver the transmission and the message that needs to come through. We are receiving kind of the exact, it's like pinpoint exact mission and the why and how we serve, and then receiving around that. And I know for me personally, alchemizing the energy fields, getting to know them very, very intimately, and then clearing them has allowed me to clear my bloodline, ancestral bloodline, and not the easiest of jobs, might I add. And so if you're here and you feel like that is something that you are doing, I thank you. When we talk about, I'm hearing the buck stops here, and you can look at that in many, many terms. I'm seeing like the dollar sign where it stops here, like no more are we going to be enslaved to a system that keeps us running and cycling and looping. But also I'm just seeing this majestic buck, rare in so much honor and freedom and power and strength, but also can be so tender and loving and but to do that, that means that we have to sit and face and honor everything that would block us from being all of it. And when you are right with God, that's been the sound of today, being right with God and having the basically getting your life together, getting your life right, and checking in with yourself each and every day. How are we feeling? What's going on? What do we need to clear? What do we need to soften the walls around so that we can be free and brilliant in the presence of the divine? And I was actually going on a walk today, and I thought, okay, so if God is within me, and my last transmission was a woman, the womb, men being the masculine and the feminine, feminine and masculine, honoring both sides in holy matrimony, and being a woman of God now. And just here to say that the insides are squeaky clean. And when you live in integrity and truth and honor with yourself, then the choices that you make are different than what the choices you would make if you lived with guilt, if you lived with pain, if you lived with suffering. I can just speak of it honestly because I've been there. So integrity at the Most High reigns supreme now and forevermore is what I'm hearing. And that's why the integrity is the DNA structure coming back alive and feeling alive. And this isn't something that's fleeting. I was speaking with a client this morning, and we were just talking about this feeling that you have that's eternal. It's not a fleeting where I don't need to go out and do anything to feel enjoyed. I am enjoying life. I am in love. I am in so much love that I don't need an external thing to make me that. This is a high, almost, it's so high. Thank you. And so it's important to recognize if you are acting out and doing something to make yourself feel something, that's not a problem. But one, just recognize the feeling. Recognize the feeling that you're trying to accomplish, and then cultivate that feeling within you and bring it alive within you. And for many of us, the feeling of wealth, the feeling of prosperity, that wasn't the forefront of what we were doing. That wasn't even in the cards for me personally when I began my journey, because my journey basically was to clean out this vessel. And in doing so, it brings you through courage, bravery, honor, resilience, humbleness over and over and over again, because the feeling alive, feeling bravery, feeling compassion, feeling love, feeling all of these things wholly, madly, deeply, and completely brought me to my knees every single time, because it was so embodied. It was so much to this feeling that I had been blocking myself. I was so afraid of feeling it all for so long. But the feeling brings you to your knees because it's so tender and it's so amazing. It's so beautiful. What else? And so being in this space where we've been eclipsed, we have completely been turned inside out, and we're here just raw and vulnerable and open, sharing our truth, sharing our story, sharing our love song, and hoping that it finds, knowing that it finds the people that are wanting to feel this for themselves. And the truth of it is what we provide when we remember this love, we provide something that money can't buy. And that's a game changer. It is a total game changer. And it feels yesterday the message was delivered, let love go and grow. And I'm not gonna lie, I had that moment, little girl thought of, I've been working so hard to feel this love and to be this love. I want to hold on to it. And I knew that I needed to let it go. And I also recognized in that moment what letting the love go and grow would be. Is it that it's now when you understand your power and your reason for being here. And so thank you for watching up to this point. You have the capacity to impact, and I don't know specific numbers to be certain, but let's just say 750,000 people. Okay, let's just say everybody that you've ever met, you have made a mark in their life. Okay, and in doing so, every time you have a clearing in your vessel, you open a door for everyone else to see. You shine a light in your internal sanctuary, in your church, in your vessel. You shine a light in there so that it becomes visible to others, that lighthouse. And so the more you do that for your vessel, the brighter you shine. And people see, they recognize, there's something that they want to learn. And I can speak of it honestly, a lot of times People will come into our playing field wanting what we have, but not wanting to do the work that it takes to be what we are. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn, to recognize that. And to also recognize when somebody isn't willing to do the work, how quickly, if they take offense to the truth, how quickly they can turn it into something that's hurtful, but also a learning experience that I can speak of honestly. And so the lighthouse shining so brightly. And so I've lived in a world, and I speak with a lot of people who want to impact others by trying to change them or trying to fix them and once again, I have been there, done that, and I tried it all. And the only thing that worked was coming home to myself and loving myself so much that I could allow all others to be where they are and love them where they are. And if they want help, if they want and are seeking a deeper, intimate relationship with themselves, with God's source within, then we can provide that. But also recognizing when people come into your awareness that they want you to tell them things to make them feel a certain way. And so you wonder why we're drained all the time, because we're trying to give and give and give to make somebody feel better. But the difference is with us is that we remind you how. We show you how so that you can feel it for yourself. You don't need us to feel it for you. You remember how to feel it for yourself. This is always for our highest and best good and the highest good of all, through the divine will of Mother, Father, God, in service to humanity, to the collective, and to the love that we are, that we share, that we give, that we support, that we honor one another, we care for one another. Yes, yes, when you let love go. Feeling love within your divine vessel, and then letting that love go out to impact and to help all those that you have ever come in contact with. Remember that love. We rise as one. We rise in breath. We rise in love. We rise in light. That is why this work has been so imperative, divinely, and of the utmost importance. Because you see, in the external world, if you're building a structure, if you have one person building the structure, it would take a lifetime maybe. If you have 5 or 10, the time lessens. If you have hundreds, the time lessens. And we have now peaked to the point that is all things made new. All in love. Receive the abundance, the inheritance that was always ours. as we breathe together. I feel my heartbeat, but I'm also hearing the sound of a heartbeat. I'm recalling a dream I had the other day where I saw myself in my dream. I've had, my dreams, conscious dreams. I'm aware that I'm in the dream. I'm aware that I have control of my dream, even in some circumstances that I'm learning how to regain control. But this time I could see me. Breathe it in. I'm hearing our work here is done. Would you please elaborate on that? Many lifetimes. Many, many. We have come. This job, this work, takes faith to the end, takes hope to the end, takes love to the end, takes grace to the end, takes peace to the end. Takes dedication, perseverance, resilience, bravery, the codes of the DNA. To the end. To be made new into the all. It has taken your determination and your willingness to commit, to stay dedicated to this path, each and every one of you. And you have done it. You will be connecting more and more with your human tribes, human, soul aligned and led tribes, to continue expansion and creation for a new spaces that are created with love, with support, with honor, with integrity. Spaces created living in service to humanity. With care and compassion. With love, honor, and glory. You will know when you find each other, you will feel it. The light in your eyes ignites. We encourage you to begin working together. It has been an honor assisting you. We couldn't have asked for a better team. You have truly made heaven on earth within your vessels. You have brought the love in. You have allowed the love in. We have brought it to live alive in us. Is that all? Yes. Yes. And so it is. And so it shall be. It is done. It is done. It is done. Now and forevermore. We give thanks. If you're new here, the best way I can describe this is diligently working. Let's just say you go back to college for 7 years, but you don't really know. You're listening every single day intently and intimately to take action. You're working with the unseen field. Weaving the unseen field back in. And you know without knowing what it's for. Let's say you've decided to go into something and you're taking these classes. And it's so much struggle. But you really don't have a teacher. And you have to show up in class every day and just listen for the whispers that is the teacher to take action. And that is what it feels like for the last 7 years. And it's 7 years this month for me. And if you haven't watched the video that I delivered yesterday, The Woman of God, I believe in that video I had seen, like, you know, when all the doors open in a building and that wind just rushes through, like, whew, that's what I had seen and experienced. And so today we're here and alive in the divine. Living, breathing, walking, talking miracles. And everyone is. I can just speak honestly. I didn't know how to feel that. I didn't know. I knew because people had told me, but I didn't know how to feel it. I didn't know how to honor it. I didn't know how to allow it to come alive in me, to be it. And that's who we are now. We are it. I love you. I thank you wherever you are all over the world. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares, as it does help get these messages out to more people. I thank you for your support. This has been a journey. This has been a journey, let me tell you. Ways that you can support right now, I'm actually working with someone to get prints of my art pieces made, because my art pieces right now are designated for a solo show that I'm hoping to do several different solo shows in the greater Kansas City area. And so if you're watching this and you are from around here and you know of a location or a venue that will be willing to host, I have some big ideas, and I'm really excited for the experience of the art show. And so because of that, I'm wanting to get prints made, and I'm going to keep the prints a smaller number because I do want them to be precious and special. And so if any of the pieces that I have seen, you've seen in some of my videos, maybe I'll start posting more shorts of my art pieces. If there is something that you see that lights you up and you would please serious about purchasing a print, it would be an honor. Other ways that you can support me are through my Venmo and my PayPal. I leave those links below. You can also find those links on my website, withinbyjen.com. And if you are someone who's looking for a public speaker, an inspirational speaker, bringing this feeling alive, and you would like to work together, please contact me. You can contact me on my website or withinbyjen@gmail.com. It would be an honor, a blessing, and a privilege. And I am going to go make a beautiful protein shake and do some work and some writing. Yeah, I love you. I love you all so very much. I thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. And thank you for continuing living in love, living in joy, being joy, being love, being alive, because we are a blessing. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.